My beloved child. Come closer. Sit with me for a moment. Breathe. Let your heart rest in my presence. I know you feel the stirring inside you today. I know why this message found you. Nothing about this moment is accidental. I am speaking to you because you are ready to hear what your soul has been whispering for a long time. Yes, He loves you. I know that truth, and I am not hiding it from you. Love is real. Feelings are real. The connection you sensed was not imagined. I allowed your heart to awaken because you had been closed for so long. I let you feel again because you had forgotten what it meant to hope. But listen to me now with patience and trust, because there is something deeper happening beneath the surface. Something holy, something necessary. I am still breaking old soul ties. You wonder why things feel slow. You wonder why clarity comes and then slips away. You wonder why His heart reaches for you, yet something unseen keeps pulling Him backward. You wonder why your spirit feels drawn forward, yet your peace wavers. My child, this is not punishment. This is preparation. Soul ties are not always born of sin. Some are born of survival. Some were formed in seasons of pain, loneliness, fear, or unfinished lessons. Some were created when hearts clung to what felt safe instead of what was right. And some ties linger long after their purpose has ended, not because they still belong, but because they were never properly surrendered. I am gentle, but I am thorough. I will not build your future on an unstable foundation. I will not place you into a love that carries the weight of yesterday's wounds. I will not allow you to inherit emotional debts that are not yours to carry. I love you too much for that, so when you feel delays, understand this: I am not denying you. I am protecting you. You see love as closeness, but I see love as freedom. I see what you cannot see yet. I see how old attachments still whisper in quiet moments. I see how memories still tug at the heart when no one is watching. I see how guilt, habit, comfort, and fear can disguise themselves as loyalty. And I am breaking those chains one by one. Not with force, but with truth. This process takes time because hearts are delicate. Souls are layered. Healing cannot be rushed without causing deeper wounds. I am untangling what was knotted over years. I am loosening bonds that were formed in confusion. I am teaching him, and I am teaching you, the difference between attachment and alignment. Do not compare yourself to the past. Do not measure your worth against another woman, another story, another season. That chapter is closing not because you are better, but because it is finished. And finished things sometimes linger like echoes before silence finally comes. You feel the tension because your spirit knows something is changing. There are days you feel strong, assured, steady. And there are days your heart aches quietly, wondering if you are foolish for believing, wondering if you should pull away to protect yourself. I see those tears you don't show anyone. I hear the prayers you whisper when you are tired of being patient. I am not disappointed in your questions. I am not offended by your longing. I place that longing there, but longing without trust becomes anxiety, and love without surrender becomes pain. That is why I am asking you today to loosen your grip. Not to walk away, not to shut down, but to release control. Let me finish what I started. I am breaking old soul ties so that when love stands before you, it will stand whole, not divided. I am clearing emotional residue so that when promises are spoken, they will not be contaminated by unresolved pasts. I am restoring dignity to hearts that once settled for half love, half presence, half commitment. This breaking may feel uncomfortable, but it is holy. Sometimes it looks like silence. Sometimes it looks like confusion. Sometimes it feels like distance even when affection exists. But behind the scenes, I am rearranging priorities. I am shifting attachments. I am exposing patterns that can no longer survive in the light of truth, and while I work on him, I am also working on you. I am teaching you patience that does not beg. I am teaching you self-worth that does not chase. I am teaching you peace that does not depend on another person's readiness. I am reminding you that you are chosen even when answers are delayed. Do not become bitter in this season. Do not harden your heart. Do not interpret waiting as rejection. Waiting is often proof that something valuable is being handled with care. If I rushed this, you might get the person, but lose the peace. If I ignored the old ties, you might feel loved, but always second. I refuse to give you a love that leaves you questioning your place. You are not meant to compete with the past. You are not meant to heal wounds you did not create. You are not meant to beg for emotional availability. You are meant to be chosen freely, fully, and without hesitation. That is why I am breaking what no longer belongs. Trust me when I say, old soul ties cannot survive where truth is embraced. They fall away naturally when hearts grow honest. They loosen when clarity arrives. They dissolve when fear no longer dictates decisions. You may not see the progress day by day, but it is happening. Conversations are shifting. Awareness is increasing. Emotional fog is lifting. The grip of the past is weakening, even if it has not disappeared yet. Do not rush the outcome. Do not rush the confession. Do not rush the commitment. Let me finish the cleansing, and if at any point this journey costs you your peace, know this: I will never ask you to abandon yourself for love. If something is meant for you, it will meet you in peace, not chaos. It will feel steady, not constantly uncertain. It will honor your value, not keep you in emotional suspense. So rest today, my child. Release the urge to overthink. Release the need to decode every sign. Release the fear that time is running out. I am timeless. I am precise. I am faithful. What is breaking now is not love, it is bondage. What is ending now is not connection, it is confusion. What is clearing now is not your future, it is the debris of the past. And when the old soul ties finally fall away, love will no longer feel heavy. It will feel clean. It will feel safe. It will feel aligned. Until then, walk gently, guard your heart without closing it, trust my timing without losing hope. I am with you, I am working. My beloved child, I am still here with you. I have not stepped away, and I have not grown silent. Even when you feel the space between prayers and answers, I am present in that space, shaping it, using it, filling it with purpose you cannot yet fully see. I know you are tired of waiting. I know your heart keeps asking, how much longer? I hear that question even when you don't say it aloud. You try to stay strong, but some nights you feel the ache deeper than words. You replay moments, signs, conversations. You wonder if you misunderstood me. You wonder if love should feel this complicated. Listen to me gently now. This season is not meant to break you, it is meant to refine you. Old soul ties do not loosen without resistance. When something has been familiar for a long time, even if it was painful, the soul clings to it out of habit. I am dismantling habits that were mistaken for love. I am separating comfort from calling. I am teaching hearts to choose truth over familiarity. You may feel moments of closeness followed by moments of withdrawal. That is not cruelty, it is conviction working its way through layers of the heart. When I shine light on what has been buried, there is discomfort before there is freedom. Do not interpret this as regression. Often, before something finally breaks, it resists the hardest. I need you to understand this deeply. You are not waiting because you are unworthy. You are waiting because I am unwilling to let anything impure mix with what I have promised you. I am protecting the tenderness of your heart. I am guarding your future joy. I am ensuring that when love stands before you, it does not look back over its shoulder. There is a difference between someone loving you and someone being ready to love you rightly. I am closing that gap. I am teaching responsibility where there was avoidance. I am replacing confusion with courage. I am removing emotional crutches so that love can stand on its own strength, and while this happens, I am also calling you higher. I am asking you not to shrink your needs to keep someone comfortable. I am asking you not to settle for partial presence just to avoid loneliness. I am reminding you that your heart is sacred ground. What enters it should come clean, healed, and whole. Some days you feel me asking you to step back emotionally, not because you should stop caring, but because you need space to breathe. Love that costs you your peace is not the love I designed for you. Peace is your compass. If you feel constant anxiety, that is your signal to release what you are trying to control. Trust does not mean forcing outcomes. Trust means allowing me to work without interference. I know you fear that if you let go, everything will disappear. That fear comes from old wounds, not from truth. What is meant for you will not be lost by surrender. What is meant for you will grow clearer when you stop gripping it with fear. Let me say this plainly so your heart can rest. If he is meant to walk with you, he will not arrive dragging the past behind him. He will come free, intentional, and present. And if he cannot release what no longer belongs, I will not allow you to be wounded by waiting endlessly for something he cannot yet give. I am on your side. I am not asking you to give up hope, I am asking you to give me trust. Hope without trust becomes torment. Trust turns waiting into rest. Right now, I am rearranging timelines. I am aligning hearts with truth. I am stripping away illusions that once felt comforting but were quietly harmful. This is not delay, it is alignment. You are growing in discernment. You are learning to hear my voice above your emotions. You are learning that love does not have to be loud to be real, and it does not have to hurt to be meaningful. Let the past fall away naturally. Do not fight it. Do not obsess over it. What is no longer fed will eventually fade. What is no longer chosen will lose its power. Keep your heart soft, keep your spirit grounded, keep your eyes on me. I promise you this, when the breaking is complete, the love that remains will feel light, not heavy. It will feel secure, not uncertain. It will feel mutual, not one-sided. And you will look back on this season and realize I was never withholding, I was preparing you for something that could actually last. Rest now, my child, I am still working, and I am closer than you think, my beloved child. Stay with me a little longer. Let your heart remain open in this quiet place where my voice reaches you without strain. You are not alone in this waiting, even when it feels deeply personal, even when no one else seems to understand what you are carrying inside. I know there are moments when doubt tries to creep in. It whispers that maybe you imagined the connection, that maybe you heard me wrong, that maybe love should not feel this stretched. But doubt does not come because something is false, it comes when something is precious and still forming. The enemy only questions what has value. Do not let those whispers undo what I have gently planted in your heart. Old soul ties do not simply dissolve, they unravel. Thread by thread. Memory by memory. Pattern by pattern. And sometimes the unraveling feels messier than the tie itself. That is why you feel emotional shifts. One day peace, the next day heaviness. One moment hope, the next moment exhaustion. This is not instability, it is release in motion. I am teaching you to recognize what does not belong to you anymore. I am helping you separate empathy from responsibility. You can care without carrying. You can love without sacrificing yourself. You can hope without putting your life on pause. Do not confuse patience with passivity. Patience does not mean tolerating confusion forever. It means trusting me while continuing to honor your own worth. There is a moment coming when clarity will no longer be optional. Truth always demands a response. And when that moment arrives, you will not need to force anything, it will surface naturally. I see how deeply you love. I see how your heart reaches to understand, to heal, to wait gently. That tenderness is beautiful, but it must be protected. I am teaching you that love is not proven by endurance of pain. Love is proven by consistency, honesty, and presence. There are things I am removing from your heart too, old fears of abandonment, old beliefs that you must earn affection. Old patterns of staying silent to keep peace. You are learning to stand without apologizing for your needs. You are learning that your voice matters. Sometimes you feel me nudging you to focus on yourself, your growth, your joy. That is not distraction, it is restoration. I want you strong, whole, grounded. I want you to know your value even if no one affirms it in the moment. Especially then, do not worry about missing signs or making the wrong move. If something requires constant anxiety to maintain, it is not from me. I guide through peace, not pressure. When the path is right, your spirit will recognize it even before your mind does. You are not behind, you are not late. You are not forgotten. What feels like stillness is actually a sacred pause. A pause where I align hearts with truth. A pause where illusions fall away. A pause where love is purified from fear and attachment. I know you long for reassurance. I know you want to hear clearly that everything will be okay. Hear me now, regardless of the outcome, you will be okay. You will not be diminished by this season. You will not lose yourself. You will emerge wiser, steadier, and more anchored in truth than ever before. If love moves forward, it will do so cleanly. If love does not, it will not leave you empty. Either way, you are held. Keep listening, keep trusting, keep choosing peace over fear. I am still breaking what no longer serves you. I am still clearing the path, and I am still walking with you, every step, even when the road feels uncertain. My beloved child, you are doing better than you think. Even on the days when your heart feels heavy, even when questions rise before faith does, you are still walking forward. I see every quiet act of trust you make when no one is watching. I see the restraint it takes not to chase answers, not to demand explanations, not to force clarity before it's time. There is something sacred happening in you right now. You are learning to sit with uncertainty without losing yourself. You are learning to let love exist without gripping it out of fear. This is maturity of the soul, and it is rare. Old soul ties do not only bind people, they bind patterns. They teach the heart how to react, how to expect disappointment, how to brace for loss. I am undoing those lessons. I am rewriting what love feels like in your body, not just in your mind. That is why this season feels emotional. Healing is not logical, it is embodied. Sometimes you feel a sudden sadness without a clear reason. Sometimes a memory surfaces that you thought no longer mattered. Sometimes you feel inexplicably tired. These are signs of release, not weakness. When something leaves the soul, it often stirs the emotions one last time before it goes. Do not shame yourself for feeling, do not rush yourself to be over it. Do not compare your healing timeline to anyone else's. I am very intentional with you. You are learning that love does not have to come with urgency to be real. You are learning that if something is meant to grow, it will not need to be chased. You are learning to recognize when your heart is calm versus when it is merely hopeful. This discernment will protect you in ways you cannot yet imagine. There may be moments ahead when you are tempted to settle, to compromise your truth just to end the waiting. In those moments, pause and remember, I am not slow. I am precise. What I am preparing requires depth, not desperation. I know you want certainty. I know you want to know how this ends. But if I showed you everything now, you would skip the transformation meant to happen in the waiting. And that transformation is part of the blessing. I am teaching you to choose yourself without guilt. I am teaching you to trust me without conditions. I am teaching you that your worth does not rise or fall based on someone else's readiness. There will come a time when you look back and realize that what felt like loss was actually protection, that what felt like silence was instruction, that what felt like delay was alignment. You will see how gently I led you away from pain you did not have to endure. If love moves toward you in truth, it will come with clarity, not confusion. If commitment comes, it will come with peace, not anxiety. If someone chooses you, they will do so without keeping one foot in yesterday, and if they do not, I will still lead you into something good. I always do. For now, remain present. Drink deeply from peace when it visits you. Let joy come from places not tied to outcomes. Trust that your life is unfolding exactly as it should. I am still here. I am still working. I am still breaking old soul ties that cannot go where I am taking you. Rest in me, my child. You are safe, my beloved child. Come and rest now. Let everything you have been holding loosen in my hands. You have walked through this season with courage, even when you didn't feel strong, even when your heart trembled between hope and uncertainty. I have been beside you through every moment, closer than your breath, steadier than your doubts. I want you to understand something deeply before this chapter closes in your heart. Nothing you have felt was wasted. Every tear softened you. Every pause taught you. Every question drew you closer to me. Love did not mislead you, it revealed you. It showed you the depth of your capacity to care, to believe, to remain tender in a world that often teaches people to harden themselves. Now hear me clearly, what I have been breaking was never meant to punish you. Old soul ties were not removed because love failed, but because love needed space to breathe without the weight of yesterday. What could not move forward had to be released. What could not grow had to be uprooted. I do not prune what I intend to destroy, I prune what I intend to make fruitful. You are stepping into a new clarity. You may feel it quietly settling into your spirit. The urgency is leaving. The anxiety is loosening. The questions no longer scream as loudly as they once did. This is peace returning to its rightful place, whether love continues in a new, healed form, or whether I gently redirect your steps. This much is certain: you will not walk forward carrying chains that were never yours to bear. You will not be someone's halfway choice. You will not live suspended in uncertainty, wondering where you stand. I am teaching you to trust the stillness. To recognize when something has completed its purpose. To bless what was, without clinging to what cannot be. If love comes back to you after this breaking, it will come clean. It will come whole. It will come with eyes that see only forward, with hands that are free to hold you without hesitation. And if love does not return in the way you imagined, I will bring you something that fits you more deeply than you thought possible. You are not losing anything meant for you. What leaves now leaves because it cannot go where you are going. What remains will remain because it belongs. This is how I protect you. This is how I love you. From this day forward, walk lighter, speak your truth without fear, choose peace without apology. Do not look back wondering if you waited too long or hoped too much. You did neither. You loved bravely. And bravery is never wasted in my kingdom. I am proud of you, I am pleased with your heart, I am leading you into clarity, not confusion. Close this chapter gently, release what I have already loosened, step forward with trust. I go before you, I walk beside you, I remain within you.